What's going on, everyone? In today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking about the different ways you can create a passive income. Now, before diving into the actual methods, I want to talk about passive income for a little bit. I think to clear the air a little bit, passive income is not income that comes with you doing nothing. Actually, you do have to put some initial work at the beginning, and then it will start to become passive later on. So there is still work that needs to be put at the very, very beginning. Sometimes it's a lot of work, sometimes it's minimal work, and sometimes you even need to put work to maintain it throughout. So just keep that in mind as we look at the 5 different methods. Now, the first one we're gonna be talking about is obviously gonna be YouTube. I think it is a great platform to be making some passive income. It's really easy. All you have to do is upload some videos and monetize it. But now there is a minimum subscriber count of 1,000 subscribers, and you also have a minimum watch time. But it's not that hard to really reach that, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is one of the best kind of income streams or passive income streams that you can have, because you simply upload the video and then it will generate its income. And over time, throughout the years, people are still gonna be watching that video and you're still gonna be generating income from it over time. I'm still generating income from videos I've created over a year ago. And obviously, the more videos you're gonna create, the more money you're gonna make, and the more money you're gonna make, the better your life is. Or so I hope. So initially, it does take a bit of work, but that's what passive income really is. There's nothing that comes easy. You're gonna have to put in some work initially for it to become passive later on. Now, a common misconception is that you need a ton of subscribers to make a lot of money on YouTube. That is absolutely incorrect. You're making money off views and not off of subscribers. You can have little or no subscribers and yet still have a video that goes viral with 1 million views or even more, and that's gonna generate you a ton of income. So don't get discouraged just because you don't have many subscribers that you're not gonna make any money. That is not true at all. But obviously, having a lot of subscribers is gonna ensure that you have more consistent views and a higher amount of views per video. But like I said, that's not always the case. Some people have little subscribers yet have videos with 2-3 million views, but it's obviously not gonna be consistent throughout their videos. So that's something to keep in mind. And that's also probably why I recommend YouTube as a great passive income stream. The second one we're gonna be talking about today is gonna be a completely automated online store. Surprisingly, a lot of people don't know about this, but you can have an automated online store without you doing much besides having the online store up and running with some products. And how that works is you have the products up on your site and then you link it to a fulfillment website, something like AliExpress, Alibaba. I think they both do that. So all you have to do is have the products up, the buyer buys it, it processes through your website to the fulfillment site. They take the order, they package it, they ship it out directly, and you don't have to do anything. You're gonna have to obviously bump up your price a little bit so you make some profit, and it pretty much is completely gonna be automated. But there is, once again, an initial setup time for you setting up your website. There's gonna be initial costs as well for getting the site up and running. You need to pick the right products, advertise your site. But once it's up there and it's running, you pretty much don't have to do anything besides sit there and watch, enjoy your income. Another method that also exists is called fulfillment by Amazon. How that works is you buy the product wholesale, you ship it to Amazon, you list it on their Amazon catalog, and once it sells, they take care of, once again, shipping, packaging, delivery, all of that logistics, and you just sell the product on their platform, ship it to them, you make profit. That's also a great method. It is slightly competitive, but with the right amount of research done, I think this is also very, very profitable. It may take a bit of time to set up initially. You want to do some reading on it, do your research so you don't fall in a trap. Buy the right product, because once again, for this method, you do need to put a bit of money initially into it. Up next, we're going to be looking at affiliate marketing. Now, this is one I did not believe in so much at the beginning, but after I tried it, I've become a strong believer in it. Affiliate marketing. You've probably heard this before, you've probably seen it. If you look at most of YouTubers' description, you're gonna see some links specifically from Amazon. It doesn't have to be Amazon, but most commonly used is Amazon. And what happens is if you buy through one of those links, whoever provided those links is gonna get a commission. even if you don't buy from the link specifically, but if you're still browsing Amazon, after clicking those links, whatever you buy afterwards, that initial person is still gonna get the commission. So at the beginning, I thought you'd get a tiny commission. It's not gonna be much, but to my surprise, it does add up. Those tiny increments do add up, and it starts to generate really a high income stream if you have a vast amount of audience, or if you market it correctly. And it's also one of the simplest ways, actually. It doesn't, whatever income you generate from it is like, it's gonna be minimal, but you didn't put much effort into it because all you're doing is putting these links somewhere and people are clicking on it. So this is one of the effortless ways, in my opinion, to generate passive income. So up next is gonna be influencer marketing. This one is a tad bit more difficult, but in my opinion, it's also got the biggest potential. Well, how does this work? Well, mostly brands and shops will approach you for promoting their products or services on your platform, whether it may be YouTube or Instagram. And they also tend to supply you with the post sometimes, not all the time, but yeah, they do supply you with a post, and all you have to do is post it on your Instagram, for instance, and you get money for that. So it's pretty passive in my opinion. Of course, it does take a bit of work initially to get those followers. You don't have to have a ridiculous amount. I think around 10,000 followers at the beginning is when I first started to generate income off my Instagram. And obviously, as you grow more, you're gonna generate more money from that because you're gonna be charging more for posts. And same goes for YouTube. So why do I think it's got the biggest potential is because as much as you grow, your income's gonna increase with that as well. And you're also gonna get more opportunities. It can escalate from promoting brands and products into advertising, for instance, an event or a store in general. And that costs a lot more. You'd be surprised at the amount that influencers get paid to cover these events and to promote stores. It starts anywhere between $10,000 up to $50,000 for a single event. So imagine if you have that amount of followers and all you have to do is go take a few Insta stories, post them on your story, and you've generated $10,000 to $50,000 anywhere in between, obviously depending on how many followers you have. But I consider that somewhat passive because you're not putting much effort into it. Of course, there is the initial effort of growing your Instagram or growing your social media, but you're probably going to be using that for something else and not directly for influencer marketing. And I see that more of as a byproduct. So the last passive income stream we're gonna be looking at today is gonna be stock photography and video. If you're a creative person, if you're already into filmmaking or photography and you have footage left over or footage that you're not using, same goes with photos, what you could do is upload it to these stock sites, and then people will usually use it for commercial or other purposes depending on what license they buy, and they have to pay for that. And you get a commission from that for every sale that you make. And obviously, the more you have uploaded, the more chances you're gonna have to generate sales. And once again, all of these tiny income streams tend to add up, and surprisingly, it does generate a good amount of income depending on how many photos you have, how many videos you've uploaded. Videos tend to generate more, but not all the time. Again, it does depend on what license people do buy. I might have an interview with somebody who has been doing this for about 6 months now, and maybe we could see some insights on it, get his opinion, what he thinks about it. But it is pretty passive. All you have to do is upload your photos and videos, people download it, you get the money. Pretty passive in my opinion. You don't have to do much because you've already made the video, or you've already taken the video, you've already taken that photo. All you have to do is just upload it instead of having it left over on your computer doing nothing. So yep, that's pretty much it, guys. Those are 5 different income streams that I use to generate my money. A lot of people ask how I buy all my gear, how I travel all the time. Well, this is the way that I do it. Obviously, you could do all of them to get the most amount of money, and you can obviously modify them. And also, these aren't the only methods. And also, too many alsos, but all these tiny increments, even though they don't seem much, they tend to add up, and over time they also tend to increase. So don't get discouraged at the beginning just because you're not generating too much, because over time it will start to generate, it will accumulate, and maybe a year or 2 years from now you'll start to realize all the work that you put in at the beginning is starting to finally flourish and give you a good amount of income. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you, and I really hope you use it to generate some good amount of income. Let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section below, or if you're doing any of them right now. Also, do follow me on Instagram, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you're new, and that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time.